How's your mother?
She's on her way out.
You all are. Act accordingly.
Oh, yeah, that was a good refresher one too.
The Espinita cleared my throat.
The Espinita is all through you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What up, people? I'm back. What's up? What's up?
Welcome back, Jay.
What's up, bro?
What's going on?
This is Adequately, episode 20.
Man, 420. No,
Smoke some. Episode Twomp is here.
Yep.
And this was called Smoke Some. For real this time.
Definitely.
And let's who we got in the house tonight needs no introduction, but he gonna give one anyway. Black owned tequila brand, black owned cannabis brand. The man with the $1 million mustache. This is not a drill. This is not a drill.
It's never a drill.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Homie Cannabis, aka CEO RT. What's up, brother?
This is not a drill. This is not a drill. It's truly a pleasure. I'm not just exchanging pleasantries. It's actually wonderful to be here on the show, with my brothers and, try to be supportive of what you all are doing in terms of your platform and your audience. And, just share some texture in terms of what I'm doing as the owner and CEO of Homie Cannabis.
Yep.
As well as the Espinita Tequila equity partner, minority partner for Espinita Tequila. It's truly a blessing, and I'm thankful that we were able to connect. And it's imperative that we communicate and coordinate and collaborate as minority entrepreneurs.
That was the three powerful C's. Right there.
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. It's very imperative that we do so, particularly as Black men. Oftentimes, in terms of whether it's communications or media or business, minorities, particularly Blacks and Latinos, fail to effectively and efficiently communicate, coordinate, and collaborate to execute the body of work to come together to get it done. And I'm glad that we, the three of us, are here together. This is not a drill.
It's not a drill.
This is not a drill.
This is not a drill.
I'm inside. I'm in the building, baby.
Yo, real quick, shout out to Rach Jim in the building. What up, Rach?
Patois.
Patois in the building.
Uh-huh.
How are you, darling?
Cool.
Well, all right.
I got a chance to kick it with Patois before we went live, and Patois is chilling.
Oh, today?
Yeah, no, not.
I was
not
like,
no. What? Yeah, inside the studio. Inside the studio.
I was like, okay.
Catching up with Patois. It's
cool,
good to like catch up with her. You know what I'm saying?
She's a good time when we're not doing like media shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. But she will be chiming in on these topics.
Oh yeah, because I have one just for you. I need to get your opinion about this.
Okay.
I really do. But let's kick the joint off. First of all, how was your week?
Yo, powerful week. First off, the highlight is linking up with CEO RT. Another highlight is seeing you live in the flesh, back on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Another highlight is just being blessed, being Black, and being highly favored. Once again, reminding myself that I'm in a highly privileged position where I'm at in my life right now, and I don't want to lose it. So I'm doing everything in my power to hold on to it and just keeping the correct people in my life. And that was the lessons that I learned this week. Other than that, besides work, besides getting the right amount of sleep, besides getting the right amount of exercise, everything was executed flawlessly. It brings us to here today. Yep. And I gotta say, blessed. We here.
Blessed.
Inside. We inside.
Yeah, man.
What's up? How was your weekend?
It's been a very active week. A busy week. A lot of us opportunities are falling in our lap right now.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's one of them good things. And like you said, RT's here, dressed to the fucking nines.
9 to the 9. Yo, first off, I think hands down, best dressed guest that we've had. Definitely. Now I feel bad because I put suits on for a living. Right. So I feel like I hope in the future, if we do have you again, we'll do like a grown and distinguished episode.
If we do, it won't be in the summertime.
Definitely.
Let's get out of the way. Otherwise,
let's get that out of the way.
This.
So winter.
Cool. Let's do it.
Spring, summer, winter, fall.
Let's do it.
It doesn't matter.
We got you.
We already know.
But King, the week was
great.
Okay.
It was great.
All right.
I feel great. I'm saying the whole nine.
RT, how was your week?
I would say thus far it's been positive and productive.
Mhm.
My weeks, I try to share this with, as many people as I can along the way to talk about wanting to be an entrepreneur.
Mhm.
And just let me frame this for your audience is that it is imperative that you understand the life and the journey of an entrepreneur is long, it's often lonely, it's filled with a lot of roadblocks, obstacles, and hurdles. Anybody at any real level that's made it from point A to point D, actually getting it done. Thus far, I've only made it from point A to point B, but I can share with you the journey is real. The discipline, the dedication, the sacrifice, the hardship, the forward progress, and the setbacks are real. A lot of times, if you see me publicly or you see me on social media and you see, this version of me, if you will, always just remember that's just, not the Polaroid shot. It's more like an Instagram or a Snapchat shot. It's like a camera phone
Mhm.
shot, taking a selfie.
Right.
You see the glory, but you don't know my story.
Mhm.
You don't
Bars.
know
Wow,
what it
I like
took
that.
Bars.
to
I like
get from point A to point B.
Yeah.
And so for those out there that talk about wanting to be a boss, wanting to secure the bag, wanting to answer to yourself, just remember this also. When your name is on the shingle, you got to make a jingle jingle. Always know that
I love
there's
that.
a price that comes with that. And you got nobody to blame or fire but yourself if things go left or right or center. And so, being an entrepreneur, be careful what you ask for because God may just answer your prayer, and the responsibility, obligations, and commitments that come along with that are real.
Right.
And if you're not prepared to handle it, you're not built for it, I suggest, and I strongly suggest, stay working for somebody, collect your paycheck on Friday or the 1st and 15th, and rat it on out.
It's not built
Because
for
the life
everybody.
of an entrepreneur, particularly this type of sector that I'm in, there's 3 heavily regulated businesses in America: alcohol, gaming, and cannabis. RT happens to be in 2 of the 3. And remember, I'm not a celebrity, as we just talked about. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not an athlete or rapper. The cannabis business and the liquor business is dominated and fronted by celebrities, athletes, and rappers who have utilized their fame and licensed their name to cannabis on the shelf and or liquor on the shelf. So when you walk into a dispensary in Las Vegas or Nevada, you got Jay-Z, Cameron, Corrupt, Snoop, 2 Chainz, Wiz Khalifa, and a host of other rappers on the shelf. And then you got me, the little homie. Can you imagine what kind of bullshit and hell I've gone through just to get on the shelf with that list? And can you then close your eyes again and imagine what are the challenges that I'm going through and are going through just to be able to maintain and sustain myself on the shelf?
Right.
And so then you turn around and say, as Espinita Tequila partner, you going down to the tequila side, the liquor part. Well, damn it, almost all of the liquor thus far in the last 6 years, if you do your research, is once again fronted by what? Celebrities, athletes, and rappers.
Mhm.
Drilled down in terms of tequila.
Mm-hmm.
Casamigos, Hollywood actor George Clooney. Terramana, Hollywood actor The Rock.
Sincoro, Michael Jordan.
Sincora,
Yep.
Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
The list goes on. Mark Wahlberg has his tequila. Kevin Hart has his tequila. LeBron has Lobos. And then my ex Howard University classmate, 3 classmen as freshman, Puffy, you call him Diddy. Puffy, I love you. He's got De Leon tequila. And then here shows up the little homie, RT, with Espinita tequila.
Just
let you know, it's smooth though.
Which is quite
smooth.
It's actually quite tasty.
It's quite.
It's quite tasty.
This
so
is not
good.
a drill.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to that.
It's
But
not a
can you-
damn drill.
Can you imagine, though, just in the scheme of things, because I'm just a real brother from the hood via Howard University, you all can touch me. I'm running around Las Vegas right here next to you all. if that's the list of people that he has to try to find a lane at to run and jog on the cannabis side, and then damn, that's the lane he has to operate near or around on the tequila end. You know how hard it is just to even get a meeting?
Yeah.
And then once you get the meeting on the cannabis side or the tequila side, well, damn it, when you got everybody from Michael Jordan to LeBron to Kevin Hart to George Clooney's Casamigos to Diddy's Deli on Tequila, and then all of a sudden here come the little homie RT.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Like
Yeah.
my mother said, this is not a drill. It's not just a catchy phrase I came up when I was 8. When I told Vegas in 2019 that this was not a drill, fellas, I meant that shit. This is not a drill.
This is not a damn drill. Listen,
Hey, listen to me.
well, technically that would have been an interview. But,
no. But I like that because I can get a grasp of basically a week in his shoes.
say
Like,
less.
because his
All them bars just now, I want to hit you with a ding every time yo.
yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Bars is crazy.
We're gonna get into the topics
Right.
portion of it, but man, listen, that if that don't inspire nobody,
Act
I mean,
accordingly.
yo, speak on him. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I love all that.
definitely. And obviously, you know that we are urban, we are
Right.
black owned.
That's
We,
right.
we push that envelope all the time, and to hear
Mhm.
that come from somebody like yourself, it's definitely inspiring.
Word up.
Absolutely. That's why I always just say thank you so much to the people.
Yeah.
I constantly say thank you so much to the people because it's the people, it's the homies
Mhm.
that are fueling homie Cannabis on one end with Cork and Jade,
Mhm.
and now Espinita Tequila.
Shout out Jade's dispensary.
Not a
Right.
drill.
Yeah.
So shit. If you ain't Jay, you ain't got puffy money, you ain't puffy, and you just a little homie.
We got homie money.
It's like, bro,
Little homie money.
We got little homie
I'm
money.
the little homie. I got to depend on the people.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
True
so-
story.
to-
We had
right.
then we had our little homie pre-rolls. That's what we had.
Man, did we?
But it was homie cannabis.
That's right.
It was homie cannabis.
full 1 gram pre-rolls. They
Okay.
were straight fire.
Got
The
me
truth.
nice
the cookies,
right.
the
The
cookies,
truth.
cookies and cream. The other
Homie
joint, yeah.
Cannabis, full 1 gram.
And
Not
we
the
were struggling,
0.79.
so it
man.
came right on top.
It was like, man, but I need something to smoke on. Bro,
That's
got you, bro. I said, cool.
I'm glad you
So-
brothers enjoyed the Espinita Tequila, and more importantly and equally important, I'm glad you took the time and made the time, to, like so many other
Yeah.
particular minorities, to say, hey, we're actually going to go and support RT and get Espinita Tequila.
Absolutely.
And then we're
Yeah.
going to also go to Jade and get some homie Cannabis.
And your reputation in the streets, just to let you know, but we're gonna get to your interview, but your reputation in the streets, flawless. Everybody speaks for itself. You are highly
talk.
respected
Real talk.
Thank you, bro.
at these establishments.
Thank you.
And
Real talk.
that also makes me wanna.
Yeah.
I'm supporting this
Thank
brother,
you, brother.
like instead of
Thank you,
supporting
brother.
anybody else. We
Yeah,
got
Thank
absolutely.
you, brother.
We
Absolutely.
got
Thank
you.
Thank you
Absolutely.
very much, man. I'm
Definitely.
representing my people and my culture.
We
And
gonna-
hell, my
we-
parents are watching.
Oh,
They already know.
What's up, Mom, Dad?
what's going
What's
on?
up, Dad?
Mama
Hey, Mom.
RT, Papa RT.
You know what I'm saying?
doing?
How you doing?
We
Y'all burp something special. I'll tell you that.
we
For
go,
sure.
I want you to chime in with us. We got a couple topics we're
Let's
gonna run
roll.
off you, but if you feel like you don't know it or nothing, don't trip. Don't worry, we
It's all
got you.
good.
Definitely.
I'm ready.
All right, so to kick off today's topics, I mean, what better way to start with that opening right there? Let's talk John Morant.
So you're aware of what John
John
Morant
Wick
did.
2
Okay.
is what I would call him.
John Wick.
John Wick.
Yep.
For me personally, I would say the first time, yeah, it was something to laugh at. Cause he looked like a fool.
Right.
But now it's like, as a black man, it's no longer it's no longer a joke to me.
Right.
Because I found myself asking this question. It's like, when are we gonna stop as black folk when we get an opportunity to really rise above
Mm-hmm.
without letting the bullshit
Mm-hmm.
that's trying to bring you back down
Mm-hmm.
bring you back down?
Mm-hmm.
And who do you have in your
Who's
corner?
in your corner
Do you have yes
to
men,
tell you like, hey, bro,
or do you have a one person that goes,
don't do that?
Mm-hmm.
hey, you're worth 239 million.
You
right
probably
now.
shouldn't do that right now.
You
Mhm.
probably shouldn't have a gun on IG Live. This is gonna mess up your bag. It's gonna mess up our bag because we're part of your entourage. So
Mhm.
if you're not eating, we're not eating.
Mhm.
So you might want to put that away.
Right.
Where's that friend at?
Where's the guidance?
Instead, the dude's in the car with bro, banging on NBA young boy, and he's flashing the.
Right.
What the fuck are y'all doing? Look at bro. At one point, you about to throw away a whole bag,
Yeah. And we've seen,
and you have kids, honey.
and we have already,
Yes.
we've seen the NBA fine players for taunting. We've seen them stop up. We see Kyrie go through the worst.
Right.
He was the last example, just to let you know, if we want your bag to be compromised, we'll
It
compromise
can be
your bag.
compromised.
And
Right.
he ain't did nothing but a tweet. That was a tweet. It wasn't nothing visual. He just said, "Hey, go support this book. I think it enlightened me. It might enlighten you." But he didn't even have to go into that much detail.
That and the Earth was flat, but that's
That part. He is a flat earther.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though, what do we call Ja Morant? Is he a fucking idiot at this point?
he is a young man that needs help.
Or who's stepping in? Who's grabbing him? Who's grabbing him?
I don't know. But at one point it was funny. Now it's like, no, he needs help.
Like inside the NBA need to step in and go, "Hey, look, we're gonna have you on as a guest. Let's talk." There's a way that he needs to communicate, obviously, to the kids that's watching him, the people that are fans of Ja Morant. Like, who steps in to say, "Yo, this is how we're gonna rehabilitate"?
Like he doesn't understand like what you're doing right now is so unprecedented. You got caught doing the same shit
right
in less than 2 months.
Yes.
In less than 2 months.
RT, how many chances do we give Ja Morant?
You know what? I know a lot of people, including myself, that at this juncture, it's just like he needs to get Kanye'd. Not Kyrie. Kanye. And what I mean by that, in case you don't already understand, you want me to break it down, is when your black ass get a little bit too cute, the power structure and the system in America and around the world will collectively just shut your black ass down. And so that's what I call getting Kanye'd. Ja Morant has disappointed so many minorities, particularly blacks and Latinos. You lost $39 million because you didn't make the NBA All-Star All-Team. You also fumbled away a $102 million deal for Powerade, which is owned by Coca-Cola. You were going to get $102 million just to drink a damn soft drink. So you lost 102 plus 39. Now, Commissioner Silver and the rest of the NBA folks
and he was talking
will pursue a lengthy suspension, like 1 year. And hopefully
like 40 games.
Then the NBA collective bargaining agreement and the NBA Players Association will try to knock it down to 6 months or 30 or 40 games, and you'll lose another $40 million. The reality is now we're up to about $150 million. I don't care if you just an everyday brother from the hood, a dope boy, or whoever. As I've said publicly and privately, even the dope boy is smart enough not to F off $130, $140 million. But this is the problem. Once you already have $150, $200 million, it's very difficult to tell a minority anything.
True.
Because if he just lost 130 and he's already sitting on 200 million, well, damn it, the 130 that he just lost that he hadn't deposited yet, he didn't feel it. So the absence of it negates his behavior. So now you have a situation where most people in the hood is trying to use their hustle skills, their knowledge, their wisdom, basketball, football, or whatever, to get out of the streets. But you have suburban cats like this clown who are actually using their fame and their name and skills and talents to try to get in the streets. It's ass backwards.
Man.
Ja Morant. Ja Morant.
So
I had to drop that gem on you.
We needed it.
Hood niggas is trying to use their skills and talents to get out the streets and out the hood.
He going back.
You got suburban cats that's in the NBA, NFL, R&B stars, Chris Brown, trying to use their skills and talents to get in the damn streets. It's ass backwards. Back in the day in my generation, everybody wanted to be like Mike. Gatorade, be like Mike. Hell, be like Kobe. Tall, NBA, multi-millionaire, 6'6", good looking, lingual. Nah. Now they just want to, everybody is making it. You actually are trying to be the dope boy, and the dope boy is trying to get out the streets and away from the FBI, DEA, ATF, and all that shit. And you actually are a suburban cat. You ain't shit but an R&B singer. You ain't shit but a hip-hop artist.
Word.
You ain't shit but an NBA superstar. You ain't shit but an NFL superstar. And you trying to front on Facebook twisting and twirling on TikTok and Twitter, styling and profiling on Instagram with this bullshit like you really about that life, like you really hard in the street nigga that's got paperwork at the nearest state prison. Stop with the bullshit. You play in the NBA.
Knock it off, man.
You play in the NFL. You are Ja Morant that grew up in the suburbs with a mother and a father,
Clarence,
a
that got good
two-parent household, and now all of a sudden you tattoo from head to toe, sagging pants, dreads, like you trying to be the dope boy and get into the damn hood and into the streets, and the same street niggas in Memphis is trying to use their skills and talents to get out the streets and away from the damn FBI. This shit's ass backwards. I'm telling everybody and anybody, I'm done with Ja Morant. The first time, it wasn't cute, but we gave you a pass. The second time, it's like, that is a drill. It's a wrap, bro. In my book, I'm done with Ja Morant. I hope they Kanye your ass. Not Kyrie you, but straight up Kanye your ass with a 1-year suspension. And I hope the next thing that happens is Nike and Phil Knight, the owner and CEO, yanks your $160 million Nike shoe contract. Kyrie your ass.
Look at him. I could have said it better.
That's my take on it.
I could have said it better.
RT.
They did take his shoes off the app.
Yeah, the shoes are they're already gone.
Thank you. Yes, they did, Rachel, and you're absolutely right. That was, in fact, the first step that Phil Knight personally took with Kyrie before they dropped him from the company. However, I hope that there's language in terms of the lawyers, because Nike is still paying Kyrie the balance of what's owed. So even though he lost the shoe contract publicly and he can cover up the Nike emblem on his shoes as he runs up and down the court, Nike is still paying Kyrie his money just the same way after Adidas, Kanye. Now they're getting ready to distribute what's left of the inventory, which is just over $1.2 billion. That's $1.2 billion worth of inventory with advanced orders. So Kanye is like, told y'all, shit, I'm getting ready to laugh all the way to the bank and get some more bag. So it's not enough just to do it as a PR stunt to say Adidas is dropping Kanye. Well, shit, if you're going to turn around and pay the nigga $700 million and sell the rest of the inventory, Kanye's still laughing all the way to the bank.
Pretty much.
If you still going to turn around and pay Kyrie after you supposedly dropped him and he still collects the rest of the balance, didn't you structure the contract to say if your behavior is unbecoming, puts us the company and Nike in a bad light, then not only will we drop you, but we don't owe you shit. Where was your lawyers at? What college of law did y'all graduate from? Well, we gonna cancel you, drop you from the platform, but we still owe you a portion of the money once we say goodbye. I don't get that.
Well,
this is not a drill.
It's not a drill.
RT is in the building.
I mean,
Press Play Studios, baby, Vegas. Get your money up.
All I said was, that nigga dumb.
I had nothing else to say. I was like,
that nigga dumb.
You right.
Yeah,
you right, RT. You right.
All right. Well,
what an idiot, though. Well, what an idiot. What an idiot like that.
It is what it is.
Yeah, and he probably do it again.
Probably.
Yeah.
Overall, he needs help, and I hope he gets help that he needs. Boom.
Last quick thing I was going to say real quick, and let's move on to the next topic. No doubt, guys, is this. This is how you know it's really artificial and phony. If you really was about that life, pulling guns, strippers and hoes, and anything goes, guess what? You would just go into the club and just be like the regular NBA baller, multi-millionaire baller. You know what you would not do? You wouldn't broadcast what you're doing with Jill, Janet, and Jeanette on IG. And when you know you got weed and shit and dope in the club and strippers sitting on your lap and you got guns and shit, you ain't posting that shit on IG because you like, shit. I don't want everybody to know what I'm doing.
I can't fun with that
2:30. No, forget the bag. I just don't want the public or my parents knowing what the hell I'm doing at 2:30 in the morning.
It's the Frank Lucas wearing the fur coat at the ring.
You posted the shit on purpose.
Online.
When your boy brought the camera up, you was happy to wave that shit and rock it. You wanted us to see you with the stripper titties and ass. You wanted us to see you
Shout
with
out
the
Paul Pierce.
9mm Glock. You wanted that attention for what reason? If you really was just incognito and somebody accidentally caught you, but no, soon as you saw the camera, you was like, if this was the gun, you was pointing at the shit damn near. Just trying to let us know, yeah, I got that Glock. I got that burner. That's how we know you so phony and fake, because what person gets excited at your level to demonstrate that you out at the strip club at 2:30 in the morning being a trick? And what person that's a boss at that level is eager to hop on Instagram Live, just constantly flashing a gun, and then turn around and do his shit in a moving car 6.5 weeks later? This is not a drill.
Trick ass nigga.
Yo, RT, you aired him out.
John Morant.
Where do we go from
Nah, Morant.
Where do we go from
Nah,
there?
Morant.
You know what? Only because I want another one of them rants with the next topic. Lil Wayne pissed me off this week, bro.
Lil Wayne.
Let me tell you something. So for those who don't know, I have friends who went to the show in LA.
Vouch for you, Lil Wayne.
We are now down to with the last 2 stops on the Lil Wayne I Am Music tour.
Yep.
A tour that was geared to be the legacy of Lil Wayne. Because obviously he's gonna retire pretty soon.
He's a legend.
People go to the show, and for what I was told by friends who went to the show was active, great time. Lil Wayne loses his cool because he brings out Lil Chucky and Lil Twist or whoever's still left in Young Money.
Yep.
They come out to perform. The crowd's like, all right. Lil Wayne stops the show and cancels the rest of the tour because of that. Yeah. Because the crowd didn't give him the level of the crowd didn't give Lil Chucky and Lil Twist. Shit, it's Lil Twist. Yeah. The same level they would have gave Lil Wayne.
Professionalism out the building.
Out the building. And it's
sad to see it because my thing is, I feel like we have to make excuses for Lil Wayne a lot. Obviously he has the problematic interviews where it's like this. He ain't saying what you want him to say. You know what I'm saying? About Black Lives Matter and all that other shit.
He's not about that.
His stance is, I'm me. I'm
gonna be me.
I'm about me. I'm thinking about me. And that shit that he pulled, that's probably hands down one of the most selfish,
sucker moves to me, bro.
Professional motherfucking moves.
I am a Lil Wayne fan.
How do you go to a show after that now?
And I've been to 2 Wayne shows.
Yeah.
I am a Lil Wayne fan through and through. Like Lil Wayne is like the sound into high school, the whole 9. To pull that kind of shit, and we followed you since day 1, bro.
That's some sucker shit.
That's some sucker shit to me. RC, go.
The only thing I can really add to that is that I'm just going to say there's a lot of things that have been done and said, by him. They're certainly disappointing to the minority community and the Black community. And so, I just will simply say, this compared to some of the remarks are minor. I hope that the culture begins to take a real look at the people that have been the faces of the culture in terms of celebrities, athletes, and rappers, and collectively look at those that they have supported, that they've made multimillionaires and multi-billionaires, and ask yourself genuinely, do they represent the culture? Do they represent Black or Latino, Black and Brown America in terms of their actions, in terms of their words? Do they serve our interests at all, or simply their interests in making sure that they're good at the bank Monday morning at 9 and Friday at 5? And so when you look at it in terms of that perspective, ask yourself, why does the culture continue to support people that obviously don't support the culture, don't support minorities? And a lot of times I just simply say this, and I'll wrap this part up, is that the culture wants to pick and choose. The culture truly wants to pick and choose who they want to embrace and who they want to kick to the curb.
Right.
And I'm going to put this on your show because I want you guys, when I'm not here, to certainly discuss this the rest of 2023. This is the most controversial item I could drop on you. And it is the culture, black and brown in particular. We want to cancel, throw away the key to Mr. R. Kelly. I will leave you with this as the biggest dividing point of the entire black and Latino and minority community. You want to cancel R. Kelly and throw him away. Make sure he stays in prison for his alleged egregious illegal acts. However, how does the culture not bring the same heat for Mike Tyson? You mean that Mike Tyson has been arrested multiple times for all kinds of incidents, assault, and domestic violence against women? You mean the same Mike Indiana Tyson that went to Indiana and was supposed to be a judge at a beauty pageant, and by the time he left Indianapolis, he was convicted of raping an 18-year-old woman? Mike Tyson and his relationship, track record, police record, assault record, domestic violence record, convicted felon, rape. Mike Tyson currently has more cannabis deals than Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa put together. The culture got a lot of heat for R. Kelly. If you saw Mike Tyson running around Las Vegas, male or female, you'd probably be trying to get an autograph or a selfie. I'm going to ask why. Let's cut the bullshit. You got no love for R. Kelly. You want him to stay in prison. Rot. You see Mike Tyson, you might ask for an autograph or a selfie. The culture wants to pick and choose and be on some dumb shit and bullshit, and I'm calling it out. The biggest culture question of 2023 is you got the heat for R. Kelly, but somehow the man with the long rap sheet, the long record of domestic violence, abuse, and assault towards women, particularly black women, and the man that was convicted of rape of an 18-year-old black woman. If you saw him from Atlanta to Las Vegas to Miami to Chicago to LA, you'd be getting a damn autograph and a selfie. Culture, I want you to speak out. Call the guys, email the guys that act accordingly. That, to me, is the biggest culture question of the year.
I will say this, though. We are quick to always dismiss an artist every time they do something that we don't see fit. That shit that Lil Wayne did, and I paid for a ticket to go to your motherfucking show. You don't got to be the perfect human being. You don't even got to be the perfect celebrity. I just need you to perform your motherfucking hits that I paid for. That's it.
Yeah, it's like,
that's
like,
give you your money's worth.
I spent my money to come and see you.
So that goes for any fucking body. And I'll dabble into what you went into. We really do practice selective fucking outrage. That's just what it fucking is.
Did y'all hear that? On Act Accordingly? My brother just spoke on it. Say that one more time.
It's selective
the culture
outrage.
practices what?
Selective outrage.
Thank you. Did you hear what my brother just said? Selective outrage.
We idolize who we idolize. We support who we idolize. But the minute they do something semi-wrong or whenever we're geared to hate them, that means when the media tells us to hate them, we usually kind of jump on the media train because some people are small-minded like that. That's what they tend to do. But my thing is support is support. I cannot speak on the crimes of Robert Kelly. I can't. But what I can say is this. Some people know how to separate the artist from the crimes. The same way they know
the art from the artist.
That the art, same. And some people can still watch Cosby Show, but not fuck with Bill Cosby. That's all I'm going to say. But when it comes down to the culture having to decide, they have to look within themselves and ask themselves, is this the kind of motherfucker I really want to support? Even if R. Kelly was to drop an album from jail, do I want to bump it? Which he tried to do.
And that's where I come in, because for me, while I heard, I can hear your vent. I heard that shit.
I heard it.
But as somebody that has never been an R. Kelly fan from day one, fuck R. Kelly. It's been fuck R. Kelly.
It's gonna be like that.
And I don't say it because the culture said I should be mad at the nigga. No, I've never been a fan of him to begin with. So fuck the music. Fuck. Oh my God, he's R. Kelly. I can care less. And not even being there, but at least knowing what the general public knows, but at least feel like what I've gotten out of this has convinced me enough to tell me that motherfucker's a freak, a nasty fucking freak, and he deserves to be where he is.
Yeah.
Now, as far as Tyson goes,
what about all that?
I feel that.
Hold up, watch it. What about the laundry list with Tyson?
Like I said,
and you could just put the rape conviction as the icing on the cake.
As far as what we know,
right?
You know
Come on.
You would have thought he would have caught charge for biting fucking Holyfield's ear, but
forget about it. That's the funny shit.
But the
I'm
point
talking about the real stuff
absolutely
that Mike Tyson has been arrested for with regards to women, domestic violence, assault, and then shit, the damn rape of an 18-year-old beauty contestant is just the icing on the cake.
You're right.
So that's what I'm saying. That same passion that you just spoke with when you looked over at me and said, RT, you know what? All the shit I read, all the charges against R. Kelly, he's a freak. No, man, fuck R. Kelly. That's my point.
Right.
Where is that kind of energy from the minority community, particularly blacks, particularly black men and women, to say, well, wait a minute, damn it. If I feel that strongly about R. Kelly, how in the hell did I let this nigga get a pass?
Right.
No, you're right. Absolutely.
This nigga just walking down the street in Las Vegas, and it's a bunch of people trying to, including me, trying to get his autograph or get a damn selfie.
And
how did we let this cat skate, but we got all this heat and venom for R. Kelly, but we let a convicted felon, domestic violence, arrested 2 or 3 times, all kind of shit in his background and record, police record, a self-admitted just badass. We don't have none of the same animosity or ill will directed to him.
Right.
I'm talking about not only from the hood, I'm talking about all the way to Hollywood. That's how he ended up in the damn Hangover movies. 3 of them.
Yeah.
Apparently, now when you start talking about cannabis, one of my sectors, I'm saying this guy is the black male face of cannabis in the United States of America.
No, we still got Snoop.
Hold up. But if you go through the list,
we still got Wiz.
No, what I'm talking about is corporate deals.
I understand. And his
dispensaries.
Podcast, yeah, everything.
All the different deals.
The Mike Tyson rebrand is around marijuana for sure.
Cones, papers, Tyson 2.0.
Yeah.
The vapes, the number of dispensaries, the number of different large cannabis conglomerates that he has partnered with.
Yeah.
When I tell you, Snoop is known for having a couple of deals and smoking a lot of weed, just like Wiz. Hell, for my existence in cannabis, homie Cannabis, I've been on the shelf right next to Wiz Khalifa at Reef Trike Curaleaf.
Right.
My point is, Mike Tyson has more cannabis corporate deals.
Who put him in that lane?
Right. And so when you start thinking about why would corporate white America that's concerned about their image and their brand and their bottom line be so willing to embrace a black male, since we talking about R. Kelly and John Morant getting canceled from Powerade and deals and Nike, why would corporate America and Hollywood be so willing to embrace a black male with this kind of police record and a conviction for raping an 18-year-old woman? Nah, bro, I'm calling bullshit on that. I'm calling bullshit on that.
But RT,
from Vegas to Miami.
RT, but just keep in mind, Donald Trump is running for president again. You know where we live at, right?
This is not a drill. I got no comment on that one.
Okay.
It's like
next up.
There it is.
Multiple women. He should be in jail. He shouldn't be the face. He shouldn't be the face of our country.
R. Kelly, multiple girls. I'm just saying. And for me, my last little part about this will be, while I do hear you, I feel you.
You feel me?
However, this situation is more like a individuality thing. I'm not a groupie.
Right.
If I see Mike Tyson right now, oh shit, dude, Mike, and I keep fucking walking.
Would you have the same attitude if somehow, some way, R. Kelly got out of jail and hey, he's at Dre's and he out and he got jeans and Timberlands on and a t-shirt and a baseball hat is the Chicago Bulls hat and he's smoking a cigar? Would it still be like, hey man, it's good to see he out on appeal or whatever.
From me?
Yeah.
Hell no.
That's what I'm talking about.
But also my point is, I keep that same energy with everybody.
Would you keep it with Mike Tyson if you saw him? Like,
once again, I'm not a groupie.
Right.
So, oh look, they're Mike Tyson, and I keep fucking walking.
Right.
I've been on Hollywood sets. I've been to Hollywood parties. Celebrity doesn't. Oh my God! It doesn't.
I just meant that when I say that, I meant it in the construct of a level of acceptance by the culture. The culture meaning minorities.
I don't even watch Mike Tyson show.
I mean, like, you know,
I ain't never seen nobody smoking on Mike Tyson weed. So I ain't never
was gonna bring up.
That's another topic. Have you ever seen anybody with a bag of Mike Tyson 2.0 weed?
No,
I have never seen the shit. Anybody actually using it, but I'm still trying to figure out how is the shit on sale from one of America to the other.
I will say this too. I just recently went to the fight, humble brag, and the fight was amazing. Mike Tyson, last one with my boy Tank.
Right,
the one that Tank won me money. Shout out Tank. Crowd shot. Mike Tyson's in the crowd. You heard adulation, accolades, and then you heard boos. And it reminded me of something, and I'm glad you brought him up for a moment, and then we're gonna move on.
Right.
Mike Tyson's still Mike Tyson. Like, there's a lot of motherfuckers that really don't like him. Yeah, there's people that like him. There's people that have that. Yo, Mike Tyson. You remember Tyson fights? We used to have Tyson fight parties on the Saturday. Yeah, it wouldn't last more than a minute. He knocks the motherfucker out. Yeah, those were like the highlight of our back day. I noticed that don't translate to our generation now, who never grew up on Mike Tyson like that. All they know Mike Tyson is the funny nigga Hangover, the motherfucker with the funny marijuana podcast. They don't really dig that deep.
He talks like this.
They talk like this. He's funny. He's a parody of himself at this point.
Right.
But this is the same man that got his boxing license stripped from him. He couldn't even box in fucking Vegas for a while. He had where's the Tyson fight going to be at? Texas?
New York, Texas,
Alabama,
Maine.
Good
I
point,
think
bro.
all I'm going to say is when they take bags away from people, they do it. And Mike Tyson at the height of his stature got robbed.
Yep.
Defamed.
Right.
I think he paid a penance.
He lost it all.
He paid a penance, in my opinion. Now that doesn't change the shit that he did.
Correct.
Nah. But I agree. Why would you make that the face of a brand? But at the end of the day, this is America. We should be able to rebrand ourselves at any moment's notice.
And on that too,
and come back. And I don't knock that part.
Absolutely.
I'm just
but
really looking at
I
it
do see it
when
from
I
a different
see from a different strategic standpoint, where I say this is not one cannabis company or two or three, or four or five. I'm talking about cannabis companies at the highest level, the biggest MSOs, multi-state operators in the country. You mean to tell me all the everyday, ordinary Black men and women, Latinos, minorities that want an opportunity in cannabis, where we can, instead of having a celebrity-driven brand, it could be just what I call the real product campaign. Real product, real people, real talk. No celebrity weed. We're not doing celebrity reefer. But if you were going to do celebrity reefer,
it wouldn't be. Mike Tyson's.
You mean to tell me that the person with this kind of legal rap sheet, and in his book talks about all his personal ills in terms of alcohol, alleged coke use, 4 trips to the rehab, whatever it was he talked about, self-admitted in his own book, out of his own words, being a alleged, coke use. How do you get to repackage yourself in terms of corporate cannabis if you hypothetically were such a cokehead and had to go to rehab once or twice? Now you trying to walk around and convince people from Los Angeles to the bottom of Miami that you now just a ganja god, as you called yourself at Reef Trike Curaleaf, or a pothead. Anybody that knows Mike Tyson or don't know Mike Tyson, read his book and listen to his own words of him describing himself and his relationship to cocaine. Cocaine is cocaine and cannabis is cannabis. So when white corporate America reads this and sees his legal record and sees the charges and sees the convictions, you mean to tell me, as a corporate white cannabis executive, your takeaway was, you know what? I think we make this black man the biggest black man in corporate cannabis in the United States of America. And I think we'll give him more corporate cannabis deals, from flower to pre-rolls to gummies to vapes to cones to papers.
Let me ask you this.
Bigger than Snoop and bigger than Wiz Khalifa.
Real quick.
I'm calling, there's something in the milk that ain't, something in the milk ain't white. Something about that, it doesn't even sound right in a sentence. And then I said, you put the cherry on top. Wait a minute. What's the cherry, RT? Mike Indiana Tyson, convicted of raping an 18-year-old woman. And that's the face of your cannabis brand in the United States of America. If RT was to act and conduct himself and behave the way that Mike Tyson has, and have that kind of record, police record, and engaged in some of the behavior that Mike Tyson has engaged in, there is not a cannabis company, a liquor company, or whatever damn company from corporate white America that would touch my black ass with a 10-foot pole. That's what I'm talking about.
So
let me ask you a question.
Did you catch that?
I caught
it.
They would not allow me to participate.
Yeah,
Right.
we got you.
But the beginning of this discussion started off about us, the black folk, the black community, right?
Right.
So,
well put.
Asking you now is about being accepted over there or getting that black dollar, because like we all just said, we don't buy his shit.
Right.
At all.
I don't watch his cartoons.
Yeah.
Right.
None of that. We don't buy his shit.
Yeah.
So if you ask me, the best way to say fuck Tyson is to not buy his shit.
Right.
The black
kind of like a Yeezy.
The black dollar
at
has
this point.
the black
Right,
dollar
like a Yeezy.
Exactly.
That's
The
a
black
good
dollar
example.
has always been more powerful than any other.
No,
currency in this world.
what the picture that I was trying to point, and I'm glad you mentioned that, is when he said it's sort of like the Yeezys at this point.
Absolutely.
Oh, trust me, we don't support it.
Even if we don't support, even if we
Not
don't
once.
support it, the question that I'm posing for public consumption and critical thinking is to simply say, for somebody that has behaved this way, why would corporate America be embracing them and making them more famous and more rich, regardless of minority support? If we never spent another dime or dollar with Kanye, why would companies still be lining up in spite of us to do business with somebody that was accused of being racist against his own people, anti-Semitic, and the list goes on?
Because Don King said it best, man. Only in America.
They do it to spite us.
It's only in America.
In spite of us.
They do.
If we never bought Mike Tyson's 2.0, the point is there's a whole lot of people that's corporate, that's white, that are controlling the cannabis industry. I'm sure they had a conference call or a meeting to say, are we really getting ready to make a do with this kind of record? And do corporate licensing deals with him from one end of America to the other. And then in the same breath, they would turn around and say, Darnell, Keith, Willie, RT, Jay, Duvall, none of us other black men could behave and conduct ourselves in the manner that Mike Tyson has, and get even a damn invitation to lunch with some of these corporate companies. So I'm saying, I wouldn't even be able to get lunch with you, let alone a damn corporate cannabis deal, if I had the same behavior as Mike Tyson. So why did you make an exception behind closed doors for somebody that's got a record 10 times worse than John Morant, 4 times worse than Kyrie Irving, that put out a tweet? This dude at the end of the day did all this shit, and if you had any doubt, just to put the icing on the cake and we can move on, did I say convicted of raping an 18-year-old beauty pageant contestant, a black woman in Indianapolis?
Yeah, we got that.
And you turned around in 2020 2018, 2019, 2022, 2023, and you gave him acting jobs in Hollywood and made him bigger in terms of corporate deals in cannabis, bigger than Snoop and bigger than Wiz Khalifa. There has to be some other agenda because corporate cannabis would not allow that behavior from any other minority, particularly any other black male, to act and behave that way and still say, you know what? We still gonna put our arms around you and transact business with you. Go out there and let's get this bag. Bullshit.
Well, for the record, I also did the Hangover as well.
This is not a drill.
It's not a drill.
I told you.
I
told hey, the show was gonna be fire tonight.
This one was different. This one was different. Yo, Jay, this one was different.
This is not real different.
I know we got another topic on that line.
We
Let's
do
get to it.
We don't got time for none of
We
them.
ain't got another.
All right, so Rach,
jump in.
Listen, okay, boom. Janelle Monáe.
I missed your voice. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Janelle Monáe?
We
Thank
have to,
God.
because we gotta calm this down.
Yeah.
Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe
Ooh,
dropped a video over the weekend called
it's giving.
It's giving.
It's giving. It's
Lipstick Lover?
lipstick.
Okay, first of all,
we don't care about the name of the video.
no, at all. We'll talk the visuals in a second.
Uh-huh.
The song is cold. I love this. I love the record.
Right.
Real
Good reggae vibes.
reggae
too.
ting. Yeah, I love it.
Come on.
But this-
reggaeton vibe.
Yeah, absolutely.
No,
Very
pure
mellow.
reggae,
Now-
like Jamaica reggae things.
Yeah,
like, for
but
real.
now let's talk
Island
visuals.
things.
Let's talk visuals for a second. I ran it back like 10 times. I'm just saying. So how do you feel about
You know when you get to 11, that's R. Kelly level.
Stop. No, RT. No,
I was comfortable with
this
it.
was giving BET
I'm
Uncut.
cool. I'm like,
This was giving BET Uncut.
BET Uncut.
Back to a simpler times where things were simple. When we get our
My
BET
word.
Uncut at
106
3
in Park.
Absolutely.
106 in
Yeah,
Park.
absolutely.
Yes.
Her coming out of that water.
Oh my God. Patois.
Patois, please
Please
what's
speak.
up?
What's
Let me-
going
I
on?
wanna hear
What's
that.
going on with the new rollout with Janae Moore? Who told?
And then after this, I have another question for another artist.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I definitely saw the visuals.
Oof.
I did not hear the song though.
Most didn't.
It's gonna come on 88.1 for
Most
sure.
did.
88.1 is gonna blast that
Yeah,
for
most
sure.
did, most did.
Yeah, it ain't gonna come on 97.5. Shout out to 97.5.
The visuals just overpower the song. It's just
I think the thumbnail is her next to some yams.
yeah.
It was, and then it became her.
And then YouTube.
Her blurred the joint coming out of
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it looked dope. I thought it looked amazing.
Mhm.
It's odd coming from Janelle Monáe just
It's-
because of the
okay,
very odd.
That's my point.
Trade.
The fact that it's from Janelle Monáe. Now, mind you, Janelle Monáe titties. Okay, that's what I saw.
Her bitties get so tig.
Flawless.
Yo, I was like,
Flawless.
did I miss something?
When they get some what?
When did her bitties get so tig?
Like
Oh.
Tig,
I'm like,
aka B.
Am I missing something?
No. They were there when
Under-
Puffy
Very
signed
covered.
her.
Very covered.
Yeah.
very.
I
covered
like that, RT.
because she was,
She was in a suit
She-
when she was
she
with
was.
Diddy. She
She
was in
did.
a tuxedo.
but she still, have links to Bad Boy because he signed her that way. But yes, she's a very attractive.
I was like,
Always.
a woman.
She's never been very
She's
talented.
very
too. Talented
She can
actress.
actress,
Yeah.
a singer, dancer. Janelle Monáe.
But were you
we-
expecting this, RT?
I have not seen the video.
You need to watch it immediately.
So certainly,
This is not a drill.
guys,
This is not a drill. You need to watch
This is not a drill.
Watch that.
Yeah, we're gonna watch this after this. We're gonna watch it together collectively in a circle. We're gonna figure out what your opinion
Figure
is
it out.
I was like, you've been hiding this the whole time?
the whole
God.
time.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like okay, so it started with her dancing in the bikini on the bar.
On
Yep.
the bar
That little clip.
in
Yeah.
Paris.
Like, okay, that's kind of odd, Janelle, but all right. It was giving
She was feeling
Josephine
good. It
Baker.
looked like she had some of that Espinita tequila.
It looked like she had a little some in her cup. It was giving Josephine Baker.
A lot
Yes.
of it. A lot of
Right.
it.
Oh my, good
A lot of it,
callback.
yeah.
Good
That was very
callback.
good.
Damn.
And
Good
then
callback.
she was laying on some cheeks, right? Like a Celie Pasha beat it.
It was cheek to cheek.
Like cheeks, bro.
yams.
I was like, okay, this is different.
Yeah, so
Yams.
a lot of people have different interpretations of the video. Me personally, I thought the video looked great.
It's very liberating for
But
Absolutely.
for lesbians.
I think that it's
too.
very out of place for her, and I feel like if she was gonna come back with something, she had to come back with something like this.
Do you feel like this is now a PR stunt, or this is something that she been wanting to do?
I feel like she probably been wanting to do
I
it.
think
Like
this
she
is
okay.
been on the
and
menu,
I
man.
think also after she came out, she might be a little bit more comfortable with
Right.
herself. Like, you know, so it could be growth. It could be I'm grown. I do what I want.
Right.
I get it. Patois. Shout out to Patois.
All right, so
I like that answer.
follow-up question.
All
right. Sukiana.
I'm staying out of this one. no, I'm in it. I'm in there. I'm in it.
Because okay,
Why?
here's the thing. A couple days ago, I went to my homeboy. He had a little function at the crib.
Nice.
Put him on him real quick. The DJ spinning, and you can hear it coming up in the mix.
Right.
I said, "This better be that fucking song." It's that song.
Oh, it's that song.
And I'm looking around the room, and I'm seeing chicks, particularly on that part. Now eating his ass, I'm like, what the fuck? Like
RT, I'm just gonna let you know, music is different now.
Way.
Music's gone.
Way. So
yeah, I grew up with Nas and people different. It was
Nah. We
Tony
got
Braxton,
women.
Nas.
Women eat ass now on records. That's
And
what we're
proud
doing
of
now.
it.
And proud of it.
Wow.
and so
It ain't Adina Howard times.
Nah.
At least when she was freaky, there was class to
I
it.
think it was like PG-13.
Yeah, you got yams maybe on the album cover.
But this chick is just
gone.
nasty.
Wow.
Like
this ain't New
disgusting.
Edition.
No, this
Joe
is disgusting.
Nah.
This
Mary J. Blige.
Nah.
They say, "Hey, mommy, this is not my generation."
Nah,
This ain't Mercedes.
yo,
This ain't
listen,
504 boys. I wish
Bruh,
it was that.
This ain't even my neck, my back.
This ain't even.
And that's
this ain't
disgusting.
even Kaya.
Hey, mommy, they saying that this ain't Jagged Edge.
This ain't that.
Nah,
This ain't that.
nah.
This ain't one.
I'm like, so
right.
So someone told me to put the song on, watch the video, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, bruh, it threw me completely off, right?
Off.
And like the lyrics is like, "Wait, excuse me."
Yeah.
So, Rach, how do you feel about the record?
I'm not like a Suki fan, you know.
At all.
I think
At
that
all.
what she does is just for the views. She knows she's doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And did you hear what she said about Martin Luther King? Like she just be doing the
Whoa.
Does she eat
What,
ass?
what did she say about Martin Luther King?
She come from a long line of hoes. I'm just gonna say that.
I'm done. I'm done.
So
I'm done.
I personally don't.
RT.
I don't sing the song.
We left RT speechless.
Yeah, I
Man.
don't sing the song. I don't sing her songs. I don't eat niggas' asses. I don't do
Please
that.
no. And lastly, also on top of that, if Barty was the line, because remember Barty used to piss parents
I
off.
miss Barty. Please give me Barty,
Suki has surpassed that.
bro. She broke the line.
She broke the line. If there's
She
a barrier,
burnt that shit.
barrier is broken
She
now.
burnt that shit and it dragged it. Man, look, that's oh my god.
Now I purposely want to blow Glorilla in them now. Like, I thought that was crossing
Listen,
the line.
The last episode that I was on,
Right.
we were talking shit about Scarlett.
Yeah. Scarlet.
I take back
Everything.
about Scarlett.
You want more? You want more
I
Scarlet?
want more Scarlett. Like at least she can rap.
Yeah.
At least
That one was wild to me. That
at least she can. She has a personality.
yeah.
And like hearing her stories, like yo, you would do some shit. Suki,
That's true.
bruh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. Scarlett, if you watch it, I humbly apologize.
Yo, when you told me you had a heater for tonight,
My
I didn't know
God.
you were gonna bring him sleep.
Bruh, I was like, this shit is fucking wild.
But it's wild because I didn't even know how crazy that record got until like I saw the
And
video.
but the thing is, we see the crowd, our community's reaction to it.
I saw the show with her and Drewski, and Drewski was like, "Nah."
Bro, she grabbed Drewski's waist like,
Drewski's like, "Nah, I don't. That's not me." Like,
he said, you ain't need mine. Yes, I will. Like, no, the fuck you won't.
no, you won't.
Bro, it's like,
Yeah, but have we reached? Is that where we're at?
that's where we
now?
are now.
That's where we are now
That's
for
where- that- that-
2023.
That's where we are now.
All right, cool.
Let's get to know CRT, man.
RT, I feel like we know you already,
A lot and heavy.
but this will be specific questions that we want to ask you. I know we're limited on time, but we're gonna ask you the ones where you kind of rapid fire, basically. Rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Let's go.
One.
Rapid fire.
When did you feel it was necessary to infiltrate the cannabis and the alcohol business?
I felt it was necessary, really, because my parents, particularly my mother, said it was long overdue.
Right.
Um, I am really 15, 20 years behind the game.
Mm-hmm.
My peers, whether it's 50, Jay, being in 3 freshman classes with Puffy, all of my cats, a lot of them are multimillionaires or billionaires.
Right.
And I didn't have the courage, uh, just, the willingness to go out on my own and be an entrepreneur. I had that middle class model that I would just simply, go to college and, you know, and afterwards, get a good job and try to, navigate and matriculate and move up and, have a couple kids and get a house and retire. And, that middle class strong values.
Mm-hmm.
And, my mother and my aunts that raised me, they have been able to see much of this journey. I lost a few of them along the way. My mother's really the last one standing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know that she's very happy that no matter how this turns out,
Right.
she has at least been able to live to see me make it from point A to point B. She was at least been able to walk into Reef Trike Curaleaf or Quelcan Jade and see her son's cannabis product on the shelf. She's able to see Espinita Tequila. So no matter if I don't make it to point D, my mama lived to see me make it from point A to point B. You live to see me not simply be an employee.
Oh man.
Ding.
Yo, RT, I want to just say this before we ask you another question. I don't think I've ever met anybody that has their own tequila and their own cannabis before. Obviously, street vendors.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like, yo, we got some vodka. Don't ask me how I made it, but we got it.
Actually, I want to ask you, what is your inspiration? What keeps you going?
What keeps me going
Yeah.
is truly what propels me is my sense of responsibility to demonstrate through action, not a whole lot of words, that we can be more than consumers. When I said that to you gentlemen, I meant it. Is that beyond and above securing the bag and this bag and more bag, I'm gonna just say at this stage and age of my life and some of the positions that I've had along the way and some of the people that I work for, I've lost more money and lost more material possessions than most of you that's watching this show will ever accumulate. So for me, it ain't just about having another house, another car, another sports car, another Range Rover, etc. At this stage and age for RT, I'm more impressed with some things that I have not been able to have, that I have not accumulated. Don't tell me about no damn house. Don't tell me about $1,000 suits, Louis Vuitton bags, diamonds, Rolex watches, eating and drinking, traveling, hanging out with such and such celebrities. I did all that shit before I reached the age of 30. What I haven't done is what I will be most impressed about for me on a personal level. When you start talking about getting married or having a child, I am pursuing really things that I have not had or have not done. But when it comes to business, I truly wanted to demonstrate that an everyday brother from the hood via Howard University, whether it was cannabis or whether it was tequila, I could muscle my way in and be on the damn shelf with your favorite celebrities, athletes, and all your rapper boys. And my mother, if nobody else was able to visit Las Vegas, my mother's watching this show right now. She see Espinita Tequila. My mother walked in Reef Trike Curaleaf and saw homie Cannabis right next to Wiz Khalifa. She walked in Quelcan Jade and saw her son next to Lil Wayne and the rest of your favorite celebrities, athletes, and rappers. So if nothing else, if I don't make it to point D, well, guess what, America? Mission accomplished.
I'm not gonna lie to you. We can wrap it up right there.
Okay.
Like, don't lie. Oh my God. Well, okay, listen. I knew you would be a man of many words, but what you did tonight, man, I can't wait to get you back on the show, bro. Like, On behalf of everybody here, you've been really entertaining.
Thank you, bro.
Very incentive. Wrong word. Help me out,
Man.
I'm just
educated,
you know what I'm saying?
definitely seasoned in the ways of you've seen a lot, you've done a lot, and then you still have a lot more that you want to accomplish. And
Right.
the things that you're reaching for, the goals that you're reaching for some people, they're not even thinking about the stuff.
And
that
you
you're
speak with
thinking.
passion.
And you speak with
and that's what I
passion.
really
And-
appreciate the most.
And
Right.
your field, whether it's cannabis, whether it's alcohol, branding is very important
That's
to
right.
you. And trust me, we gonna let you get your opinions off, and we would never interrupt you, which we did not.
Right.
And it was interesting to hear you be passionate about
Right.
that, because you basically eat, sleep, and breathe what you do.
That's right.
You're very passionate. That's the only reason why we reached out in the first place.
I appreciate both of
We
you
knew
guys.
what was coming here.
Right.
And when we say this is not a drill,
This is not a damn drill.
it came.
Listen.
You brought exactly what I saw. And
Right.
definitely. And we appreciate. I've learned some things tonight. And it's things that I also learned from him,
Mhm.
because I look up to him as well as a leader of the culture,
Mhm.
as somebody that prides himself on black owned stuff. Same thing with Rach. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Watching Rach, everything
Press
she
Play
do.
Studio, Rach,
Press Play
black
Vegas.
owned.
We do everything to move basically for the culture.
Right.
Period.
And we can't dictate the way the culture is going to move.
That's right.
We cannot tell the culture what to do.
That's right.
But the least we can do is drop some bars and at least give them the chance to act accordingly.
And that's
Thank
what
you.
has fun with it. Let the people know where they can find the tequila brand, the cannabis brand, and
Exactly.
where they can find you.
Please.
As most of all, I just want to say thank you to both of my brothers and Rachel and everybody here at Press Play Studio, Active Calling the show. Thanks for tuning in, linking in, and plugging in. This is truly not a drill. And, I haven't just missed telling Vegas that since 2019. I want to thank both of these two black men for reaching out. It's important to see us and hear us, as I said earlier in the show, to be able to communicate, coordinate, and collaborate in anything we do. That's the only way that we can move the needle and the ball forward. Certainly thank you to Rachel. It's her studio. She's a boss. She's calling the shots.
Boss.
And being able to support her and what
Boss.
she's doing. And so no matter what I was doing, I want to make sure I could take the time and make time to be here. And I want to make sure you guys, hey, watch the show, put on your seatbelt, get your popcorn, act accordingly. This is not a drill.
This is not a damn drill.
This is not a drill.
Damn it.
Never.
I'm inside. And a lot of people want to talk about when they say, hey, this is not a drill. We outside. Well, I say that's cool, but guess what? The little homie RT, I'm inside. I'm inside where the decisions are made. I'm in the room where it happens.
You in the meeting.
I'm in the room where the meetings take place. I'm in the room and the place where the cannabis is on the shelf and the tequila is on the shelf. So a lot of us, hell, for a long time, blacks and Latinos and minorities, hell, we've been outside, always on the outside looking in. So don't hate on me when I'm not a fan of always saying we outside, because I work real hard for my people and my culture to be able to say, shit, the hell with outside looking in. No. I'm inside. I'm inside with Puffy, Jay-Z, Cameron, Corrupt, Wiz Khalifa, Michael Jordan, Kevin Hart. I'm inside, and I'm inside for my people. Just remember this in closing on Act Accordingly on my brother's podcast. This is not a drill. Everything that I do, don't be looking at me. Don't focus on me. As I say on my show, I'm going to say it on theirs. Keep your focus on my work. My work is to prove that minorities can be more than consumers. That's what my work is about. We consume a lot of shit, but don't own shit. My mission is all about us, and it's all about we without making it about me. So keep your damn focus on my work for my people and my culture, because like I told Vegas in 2019, this is not a drill.
Not a damn drill.
Where can we find you?
You can find me at RT Paperboy, at RT Paperboy. You can find Homie Cannabis at every Jade dispensary in the state of Nevada.
Yeah.
Jade, the home of Homie Cannabis.
Yeah.
Esplanade Tequila, it's all over town. Liquor lineup, liquor locker. It's now. Wait for it. Espinita Tequila has now arrived at Total Wine.
Hey,
Damn.
spit.
Oh, it's
Spit
over.
on
go.
Ball
Let's
game
go.
over.
Let's go.
Espinita Tequila is now available at Total Wine. Get the Total Wine liquor lineup,
That's major.
liquor locker, Troy Market, and several bars, clubs, lounges.
And it's
Hell,
good too.
and it's even at the strip
It
club.
really is good.
I got the hottest new tequila in Vegas. It's all over town in 8 weeks. And they bought it not just because I'm a nice guy with a couple of nice suits. They bought this shit because it's top shelf. Vegas, step your tequila game up. And in closing, sip slow. Thank me later.
Hey,
You knew that was
Man.
coming. You knew that was coming.
I
You
need a
knew
full
that was
pound.
coming.
I need a pound, RT. I need
Yo.
You
that
knew
pound.
that was coming.
I mean,
Sip slow.
I mean,
Thank me later.
at that point,
Homie
yo,
Cannabis, Jade, this is not a drill.
like, get in the Cadillac with four flats. Let's ride out, my nigga. You know what I'm
Right
saying?
out. It's good to be with my people, bro. Ain't nothing like
Where
being
can they
with
find
my
you at,
people.
bro?
I've changed my hand. No, I'm at BKLVD Brown at IG, Devout Brown at Facebook, and Hennessy Poppy is still going strong on Snapchat. We're gonna do the available links so you can watch this episode. Obviously, you already know what time we come on, but if you don't know, my boy Jay is about to let you know. Where can we find you?
But first of all, Miss Rachel's Gym, where to find you?
Oh yes, please, patois.
Follow me, Rach the Gym on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat.
Mm.
You know,
That's right.
Follow Press Play.
Follow Press Play Vegas on Facebook.
All of
Press
our
Play
2K,
Vegas.
all of our 2K players, by the way, tap in. We do have a
Yeah.
nice 2K tournament,
Yeah.
so tap in with Rach if you're trying to get up in that. I'm gonna be obviously publicizing that on my page, so I got you. So tap
Word
in
up.
with me, tap in with Rach, tap in with Jay, tap in with anybody. We got you.
And
Word
Patois
up.
Poppy, you know.
And
Yeah,
Patois Poppy.
yeah, of course.
I
Fuck
might
it.
do my own Janelle Monáe video. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna say nothing. I ain't saying nothing.
Can't touch that.
Just don't tell me when you do it.
Just drop it, because that's what Janelle did. She just dropped it.
Yeah,
This was like a hidden drop.
No. She had the pre-drop when she was on the piano in Paris.
Yeah,
That was to let
You
you
was
know.
watching RT.
Well, you know, I was
you know what's
peeking.
going on.
You know what's
You
going
know,
on.
You know, uncles, I was peeking. Peeking. You know what I'm saying?
It's the
Peeking.
peak.
Hey,
It's the
Diddy,
peak.
He said,
Puffy, you know what we talking about? Peeking, baby.
"Oh, that was when she did one thing." Yeah,
Oh, so that's what you're working on. That's the rollout.
like, you know what the fuck going on. You see that shit. Yo, follow your boy on Facebook, Jay Alonzo, Instagram at official Jay Alonzo.
Yep.
Follow the show, like, share, subscribe at the Quarterly Podcast right here on YouTube. Back with another. Oh, follow us on Facebook at the Quarterly Podcast.
Please.
This has been
Eventful.
what, man.
This was culture driven.
So all right, so
This was powerful.
RT, I need you to help me with the close up. This is not a drill. Look at the camera with all your might. This is not a drill.
Not
Yes,
a drill.
sir.
We acting accordingly. Boom. Hit me with it.
Act accordingly is not just a podcast. This ain't the rebroadcast. Step your tequila game up. Tune in, link in, plug in every Friday, 2:00. You know the vibe. It's Vegas, baby. It's 4 black people in this room, including the little homie RT. And remember one thing. This is not a drill. It's not just a catchy phrase. It's Vegas, baby. Act accordingly. Vegas,
Yatch.
black, always bet on black. Act accordingly.
Yatch.
We'll holler.
Now we cool. Man. See y'all next week, man. We out.